but the original version is still preserved as well, which is really important. All right, there are so many cool things that you can do with this, many of which. So let's go into the rewrite section here. You can actually rewrite your notes, and you can actually rewrite them using, authors or writing styles that appeal to you, right? So you can take your own notes and then plug in an author who you appreciate or who you respect or admire, and your note will be rewritten in the the tone, the tempo, and the sort of using verbiage that is more comparable or more aligned with an author that you admire rather than your own voice, right? Which is very, very cool. You can change all sorts of variables here that are just awesome. You can actually modify the rewrite level, so it will rewrite this in a low, medium, or high way. So essentially, that changes the amount of automatic intervention that the AI is actually applying to your words and your work, which is nice. I mean, I tend to err. I hope it's not error. I tend to prefer to have a very low level of rewrite for anything that I'm working on because I prefer my own words. I don't want, some artificial algorithmic eccentricity introduced into my my words or my work. I want my writing to be preserved. But I know most folks, if you're writing for social media or you're writing for, email outreach or you're writing for a blog, I mean, you don't really care. Like you just want the best content possible, for your business and your brand. So that you could change these rewrite levels around your, preferences. There's a lot of other stuff that you can do. We're going to cover these in some other videos here. I don't even know who Morgan Housel is. And maybe that's a, function of the, fact I don't get out of the house much or I don't read many, authors that I probably should. But nonetheless, you can input, let's say instead of Morgan Housel, you entered. Right. I mean, I don't know if they're going to be able to do that. Let's see what happens if I try that. Rewriting my note in the spirit or in the voice of Morgan Freeman. And when I say in the spirit of, it should be noted that Morgan Freeman ain't in spirit. He's with us still. All right, so let's see. As a creator, do you possess boundless and blah, 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 do you long for the ability? If blah, 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 thank you for your time. Yeah, I mean, I have no idea if this is how Morgan Freeman would actually rewrite this particular note, but it's pretty damn cool. And I'm sure if you add an author or a voice into the AI here that is more, kind of a more common author, that's a little bit more easily recognized and identified, I'm sure that the output will be a little bit more aligned with your expectation. In this case, again, I have no idea what Morgan Freeman, what his voice would sound like reading my notes or rewriting my notes. But you can do all sorts of very cool things in here, and there's just so many ways to use this, to use AudioPen as an author, especially again if you're somebody who is on the go, right? If you're out in the world and you're looking for a way to quickly capture thoughts, to organize them, to take your ideas and add some sort of structure to them and codify your content in cool and creative ways. I really think, and the app is beautiful, and that's the other thing. Aesthetically, it's really, really appealing to use, to look at, to interact with, and on for the phone-based app is just a joy, to actually open and to use. And that is, to me, the highest compliment that one can give a piece of software. You want something that actually invites your attention and invites your desire to actually look forward to creating content. And I find that just in the last 2 days or so since I, purchased this, I'm actually thinking of new ideas simply so I can open AudioPen and explore all their, amazing features. Again,